The temple bells are chiming at the goddess temple palace. I welcome each one of you into the goddess temple palace for the offering of the day, the night, the hour, the moment with me and the energies of the First Mother. Welcome. I came at this moment in time to share with you some stone awareness and insight. Hope each one of you is feeling like you're at your best, even though there is always a better you to come. Yes, there's more in that grand rising. We have only touched and skimmed the surface. I'm gonna make sure I got my volume up because I tend to forget that. Looks like I'm good. I was in my studio the other day, finding treasures that had been hidden away, cleaning, organizing, and I came across some stones that I had cut and polished way back in the day. And that's a whole art form unto itself. Some of you know that I create jewelry pieces and put stones in them sometimes. And as I was looking at the stones, and one of my brother's sons, I was admiring his lapidary work, which is what you call a stone cutter, stone polisher. And I had forgotten, it's so easy to forget things we have accomplished. I had forgotten I have cut stones and polished stones in the past. And they popped up for me. And, well, they didn't just pop up. As I moved some things around, they showed up. They showed themselves to me again. And the first one I'm going to show you is this rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite is a soft stone, and stones come in various hardness. Some are easier to polish than others and cut. And some you have to be very, very careful with in handling them. Some stones have fumes in them and can be poisonous. What's coming to mind is malachite. You have to be very careful if you're going to polish that. I wouldn't touch it. And I don't know how many more stones I'll polish during the rest of my journey dealing with stones. Although amber is a stone that I probably will continue to work with and may cut and polish. That's a soft stone. I didn't bring any amber today. And I want to tell you about a little bit about the properties of rhodochrosite. As you see, it's pink, or it has pink in it. Sometimes it's a solid pink not solid, because, oh, rarely is it solid. It usually has variations of pink, sometimes white, and as you see, this has a darker color to it. And rhodochrosite is a stone that integrates physical and spiritual energies, stimulating love and passion while energizing the soul. Rhodochrosite opens the heart, lifting depression and encouraging a positive and cheerful outlook. It improves self-worth and soothes emotional stress. One of the things that I have become aware of in working with this stone is that, and this is a little funny because most of my people who buy my jewelry are females, women. But women are drawn to rhodochrosite. It just touches them, and it also opens up the heart. Whether they purchase the piece or not, or pieces, you can feel their heart being touched and them being opened up by the stone. So like I said, I cut and polished this. I don't remember the original shape. It could have been a square. It could have been a lump that I cut. I don't remember because it's back in the day. Someday back then, I used to cut stones and polish them. So if you like this stone with my energy in it that I uncovered for you, it's available. I may put it in something to be worn, or you might want to get it and have someone else put it in something to be worn. And the shape of the pyramid is significant as well. And like some of the other stones, you can see, there's stories to be told within the stone. Another stone, where is it? Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. That I wanted to show you is this opal that I cut. Opals are tricky. Opals are tricky because this, if you polish this too much, you can polish away the opal. To get a thick piece of opal is very expensive if you get a solid piece of opal. I've seen this person who has, what does he call it? I forgot what he calls it, but he signature opals. And he includes this part in his opal designs. And when I got this stone, I bought a few stones from a person that just specialized in opals, who became a friend and ally. And at the time, that was considered not the best quality of stone. They tell me that he now has the thick stones I was talking about, the stones that are like thick like that, thicker like that. That's opal all the way through. But like I said, when you polish this, you have to be, and cut it, you have to be very careful. And then you're looking, when you're polishing it, you're looking for the fire. I'll see if I can hold this so you can find the fire. Because there is some fire in this. The opal has to do with And I'm reading this to make sure I give you some of the information I want to give you. The opal is an emotional stone as well, and reflects the mood of the wearer. It intensifies emotions and releases inhibitions, encourages both freedom and independence. Opal enhances cosmic consciousness and induces psychic and mystical visions. Reflecting on the lapidary who has made a whole business of so-called inferior opals. And I love the opals I've seen of his. They're beautiful. Because he tuned into all of their qualities, and he didn't just get caught up on the colors that we had become accustomed to thinking of about opals, because the back is very much a part of the opal. I mean, it's what the opal lives in, to be discovered and uncovered. I hope you can see the fire. It's tricky, but it's there. I enjoyed when I was cutting and polishing stones. I came across this piece too, that this is a hematite stone that I did not cut, but I set in a, I haven't done this kind of work, creation, setting bezels in this way, and doing this kind of metal work in quite a while, but I'm quite capable of doing it. But this appeared as well, because it was in the midst of my creations in my art sanctuary, that I had, this goes way back, long before I cut the opal and the rhodochrosite. But I carved into the stone. I have a friend who was sick at the time of me carving this. For whatever reason, I never sent this to her. Well, probably because she got better. But I carved some Kemetic symbols that had to do with healing. Hopefully you can see that there. And that's something else that you can do with stones. And I'm thinking that obviously this was a soft stone, because I was able to carve into it. I used my Dremel tool, and I'm going to look up hematite too, since I'm giving you, no I'm not, you can look it up yourself. I think hematite has iron in it. We're going to see what is said, what Google has to say about hematite. Hematite stone properties. And this says hematite has an extremely variable appearance. Its luster can range from earthly to submetallic to metallic. Its colors ranges include red to brown and black to gray to silver. I didn't know that, so live and learn. Iron, I knew it. Of course I knew it. Hematite, a primary ore of iron and a pigment mineral. Okay. And what is a hematite stone good for? Hematite is very grounding and balancing stone, often used to help connect one back to the body. Because of this, it can be used to maintain a connection to the physical body and to the earth when doing spiritual work. It has been used to balance energy meridians in the body and improve blood-related issues. Hematite. And it's a soft stone. I have also here, not one that I carved into, but I was guided to include this in this offering. Selenite. I was hanging, well, I wasn't hanging. I was spending time with the sage goddess, and she had a selenite wand that has similar qualities to this. And she was saying that the artisan that had created it had transitioned. And while I was spending the time with her, I looked around me, and my selenite wand was sitting right near me. Sign, for sure. And the metal wasn't far away. And I was motivated to do something along the vibration of what I had seen. Now, he had put stones, or she had put stones in the selenite, and I chose to use tiger eye, because selenite is for healing. The translucent white nature of selenite represents spiritual purity, light, and connection to the angelic realm. It is one of the most sacred crystals throughout history. The name selenite derives from the Greek goddess Selene, the goddess of the moon. And I took this inspiration to add the tiger eye in honor of Sekhmet, and to use my selenite for healing instrument. So as I am holding this up, I am sending each one of you healing energy from the moon, from my hands to your spirit, with all the other stones I have offered to you. Now I'm going to show you something and see what you think about it. What kind of a stone do you think this might be? Is it a stone? Or is it something else? Is this a stone? Have you seen this stone before? Well, I'm going to tell you that this is glass. This is fused glass that I created. Not so far back as the stone cutting, but still, like I said, I was cleaning in my studio, my art studio, and really cleaning and going in there with a new energy. And these things showed themselves to me in a different kind of way. how I could present them. And this, of course, can be set in, I can set it, make a piece of jewelry. It's pretty, the colors. This is, now don't take glass out of your kitchen and try this, because it probably won't work. There's certain types of glass that are designed for creating fused glass. And you need a kiln, like for clay. The previous video I did, I talked about firing clay. And I'm going to show you some more clay pieces in the very near future. And you set it at a particular temperature, and it fuses together. It's kind of like tie-dye in a way. I love the arts, I love the crafts in so many ways. You're never sure how it's going to reveal itself to you, but this is the piece. It can go that way, it could go that way, it could go that way. If you like it, let me know. Maybe you want me to make something for you. Or you can just get the piece for yourself. Here's another glass piece. This is called dichroic glass here, that gives you a translucent kind of vibe. And I had originally made these for earrings. I have some other pieces I came across, and I'll probably show them another time. I will show them another time. But my intention now is to, when you put stuff in the kiln, never guarantee it's always going to come out the way you want. Oh, and before you put it in the kiln, you have to cut the glass. It doesn't come cut, so you have to cut the glass and carefully place it on top, one piece on top of the other. And you got to be careful. It requires patience. And then you wait until the timer has completed itself. And then you wait to open it up, again like tie-dye. And when you open it up, you see what you've gotten. I'm going to make these as pins. Some I'd already put backs on them for earrings, post. And this can be a pin. I can put a pin back on it. Pretty. Some people like simplistic things. Anyway, thank you for coming and journeying with me as I am rediscovering all the gifts and talents that I have, and being thankful for the internet, which reminds me of my name so much, internet, to be able to interweave all of the gifts that I have and present them to the world. The way things were set up before, going to art shows that I would do that required you to stay in a particular lane primarily. There were shows that didn't require that. But even the ones that didn't, people would get, and I may be confusing you too, I hope not, people would get distracted or confused by having too many things in a booth. Like if I had jewelry, which was my main my mainstay. And then my sculptures and my paintings and my glass. The jewelry always took the main focus. But now I can do it all. And I'm learning how to maybe separate it or harmonize it. Let it blend in a way that is satisfactory to me and hopefully to you. Anyway, I plan to come back tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to do, but I made a promise to myself to do more lives. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed. Comments are always appreciated, and your presence is appreciated. Oh, I had mentioned I'm going to be doing a monthly gathering. I was going to do it in July on the waning moon, but I'm going to wait till August because I've got some other things that are taking priority. I have a book to finish, the first trilogy, first part of the three-part of the trilogy, and get done. And I'm also vibing on traveling and having some in-person gatherings. Anyway, y'all can give me feedback and let me know where you might want me to come, and maybe I can appear there. It's been real nice sharing more of myself with you all. Namaste, Hotepu, peaceful greetings. And if you didn't know who I am Queen, Mother Goddess, Opulence, Ra, Nectar, keeper of the Goddess Temple Palace, where treasures of the arts and crafts live, and also the goddesses. Until we meet again, be well, be happy. Namaste.